Hey everybody, it's Eddie with SPV Wellness here to drop a side video, guys. I want to go over what I am referring to whenever I talk about breathing, okay? Here's my process to how I learned how to breathe and what I mean whenever I'm talking about it. I personally never liked the vague answer people would give me of breathing, or people tell you their little experience of, I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. That's great, that's fine and dandy. You do feel better when you breathe and you're alone and you've randomly remembered to do it. What I want to talk to you guys is what I'm referring to through this channel, which is living with and living through these moments as I do. Giving you a baseline and understand what some person does to get over their crap and how they get better and how they ride this roller coaster of self-mastery, okay? For me, breathing all started with watching Netflix's Headspace's collab guide to meditation, okay? Super short videos, they're 20 to 30 minutes at full length. I would suggest watching all of them all the way through, doing the meditation, and just to absorb, get some background. If you don't want to do any absorption, if you don't want to learn anything and you just want to meditate, watch one episode, look when the meditation starts, and they every episode begins that way. They give you some info, meditate, they have an outro. You can skip all of the fluff if you would like. It really doesn't matter to me, and it doesn't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. You're there to do your meditation. Okay, roll out. After, and this is simply my formula, this is what I did. After learning how to meditate, I took it a step further and learned a chant or two. I'll teach you guys about the chants that I'm doing. Again, I'll make another side video about it. It's extremely interesting because I take the chanting as a time to work on deep breathing, which I will explain in those videos. It's a lot of fun, it's a lot of extra work to do. But this is what I want you guys to consider, is that meditating is not the work. A lot of people have misled me, and by they've misled me, I have misled myself by not asking enough questions, probably, because maybe they were confused. Maybe they thought meditating is the work. In my opinion, meditation is not the work that we need to do, guys. Meditating simply provides us the gift of sensing a moment. Meditation gives us the gift and opens the door to living. And what I mean by that is meditating makes us mindful. And with that ability, more often than not, we will understand the actual feeling we have inside of our body not every moment, unless you're a meditation master guy that can't help it, because I'm sure sometimes we'd like to autopilot, woohoo. It gives us more moments where we understand, I feel anxious, I feel sad, I'm angry. And it gives us the ability to breathe on through those moments, okay? For me, I have a lot of anxiety, and it gets triggered by whenever somebody comes rushing up to me at work and starts bullying me. Not literally bullying me, but, hey Eddie, I need you to do this, and you did this wrong, and blah, 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 blah. The old Eddie, I remember whenever I was first meditating, that's how people that's how people in my trade talk. You're gonna mess something up, and they're gonna tell you that you messed it up and you need to go fix it, and you're gonna be up on a ladder, and you're gonna have to listen. And while I was beginning my journey into meditation and kind of was unlocking the ability to understand how I'm feeling, I could feel my hands getting sweaty inside of my cold sweaty in my gloves. I could feel my body sweating a little bit more. I could feel my hands were literally shaking. I was having weak thoughts about, I can't do this, or what's going on, which is great. It's perfect. That's exactly what we want, because we need to see the root of those issues, okay? Obviously, the root is that I'm getting nervous because I don't think I can do two things at once. So you know what? Stop working, get off the ladder, and talk with whoever you need to talk to, Eddie. It's just that easy. Whatever the situation is, guys, we need to be able to be present in that moment and learn that that trigger is with us and we can live with it, work with it, or stop it completely. Whatever we have to do to feel normal, if we want to feel normal, and if we can catch that moment, if our sensation of moments is high enough to, come to that. But that is not to say that we have to only recognize it. I don't know about you guys. I was not open to all of these ideas. I didn't understand them. Again, you do not have to pass up a moment of gratitude or happiness or peace or success. What about whenever we want to take ourselves seriously, we want to work on something? A lot of people see their degree as one single win, right? You spend all this time in school, and some people are like, wow, I got a degree. I spent all this time and got all these student loans and that. Whenever people don't get their job and they move on from their school, they have this feeling of doubt, maybe. I don't know who you guys have talked to, but for me, it's been a little bit less people that feel successful and a lot more people that feel doubtful. Well, guys, if you would have been in the moment and really told yourself, good job, man, you did that project, good job, you're eating today, you fell down, you kind of slacked on eating because you've been so busy, this feels great. Those moments that you can really pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, good job, we're doing this, you can do this, you're successful, you're meant to be here, you're doing your best job, you rock, all those things. Those have to be caught in the moment as well. We can't be caught slipping on the good stuff. We have to recognize the good stuff, we have to recognize the bad stuff. It's simply how it all works. And meditating is just the key to the door that unlocks our awareness to moments. I call it sensing of moments, We need to be able to sniff these moments out and participate in them so that we can feel better or worse and do what we need to do or what we feel that needs to be done to get out stronger from these moments. And that is what I am referring to as breathing, guys. It is a culmination, it is your skill, it is your experience with moments and how you drive through them correctly. And in my opinion, correctly. Maybe you don't want to breathe good, whatever. But that is what I'm speaking on whenever I'm talking about breathing, guys. I don't like, personally, whenever I'm going to try to elaborate on anything that I talk about that I sense is being vague. This is not a channel for vagueness. I'm going to over-explain and overanalyze everything that I do because that's what I love doing, and that is what the point of this channel is. Finding myself, finding what I love to do, and sharing my tactics on how I'm working through these things. It's going to be a rocky road. We're just starting, but bear with me, guys. It's only going to get better and better and better as I learn to speak to my cameras better and I get these ideas of this is me and this is how you can follow what I've done, and less of storytelling, unthoughtful bullcrap, okay? I'm working on it. I see it, and I'm going to do better. So I hope you guys have a good week. I hope this video explained a little bit. Take care.